Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Speak Smart podcast. Today we're going to try something a little different for our deep dive.
Oh.
Yeah. So, imagine we're eavesdropping on this conversation between a parent and their kid after school.
Okay.
It might seem kind of simple at first, but I think if we really pay attention to what they're saying and how they're saying it, we can actually learn a lot about their school.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's almost like a little detective game.
Exactly.
Where every question, every answer, it gives us a clue about the school's culture and their philosophy of education,
I love that. So let's jump right in and see what we can discover. The parent starts by asking, "Did you learn anything interesting today?"
Okay.
And the kid says, "Yes, we learned about dinosaurs."
Dinosaurs, it never gets old, right? It's amazing how these creatures from millions of years ago can still just capture the imagination of kids today.
Totally. And you know what? It really makes me wonder about how they're teaching science at this school. Are they doing hands-on activities, or is it more textbook-based?
Right. There's so many ways to approach it.
Yeah, just that one answer already has me curious. What happens next?
Well, the parent asks, "Who did you sit with at lunch?"
Okay.
And the child says, "I sat with my friend Jake."
So we're getting a peek into their social world. It seems like friendships are important to this kid.
Definitely.
I wonder, though, does the school assign seating at lunch? Or do the kids get to choose who they sit with?
Yeah, and are they actively teaching the kids about social skills? Like how to cooperate or how to handle conflict?
Those are great questions.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next question?
Parent asks, "Did you play any sports at recess?" Then the child says, "Yes, we played soccer with the other kids."
Okay, so we're seeing some emphasis on physical activity and teamwork.
Yeah.
It makes me think about the bigger role of recess in a child's development. Is it just a break from class? Or is it seen as a crucial part of how they learn and grow?
Right. It's a good question. More and more research is showing that physical activity and just free play can actually really help kids learn and focus better when they're back in the classroom.
That makes sense. Okay, so what else did they talk about?
Let's see. The parent asks, "Did you finish your art project?" And the child says, "Yes, I completed it during art class."
Okay, so art is definitely part of the curriculum. But what kind of art are they doing? Are they encouraged to just express themselves and be creative? Or is it more about learning specific techniques?
Yeah, that's a great question. The way they teach art can tell us a lot about the school's overall philosophy. Yeah.
Solely, what's next?
The parent asks, "Did you read any books in the library?"
Okay.
And the child says, "Yes, I borrowed a book about space."
Ooh, maybe a future astronaut.
Right.
This makes me think about all the different ways kids learn to read. Is this child reading independently, or are they in a reading group?
Yeah, what's the school's approach to reading instruction? Do they focus more on phonics or the whole language approach?
So many things to think about. And it makes you realize that it's not just about learning to read, but also about developing a love of reading.
Absolutely. What happens next? The parent asks, "Did you help your teacher with any tasks?" And the child answers, "Yes, I helped her pass out papers."
That's interesting. Makes you wonder about the dynamics in the classroom.
Yeah. Is this a genuine opportunity for the child to be helpful? Or is it getting close to just busy work?
Right. How do you strike that balance between giving kids responsibility and making sure they're actually learning something valuable?
Exactly. So it's a tough one. What else do they talk about? Okay, so the parent asks, "Did you make any new friends today?"
Okay.
And the child says, "Yes, I made friends with a boy named Alex."
A new friend. That's great.
Yeah, this just a simple answer actually tells us a lot about the social environment at the school. Is it a welcoming place? A place where kids feel comfortable making new connections?
Yeah. And how does the school address things like bullying or conflicts between kids? It's all connected, right?
Definitely. We're starting to see how these little details can reveal so much about the bigger picture.
Absolutely. So what comes next?
Well, the parent kind of changes gears a little and asks, "Did you solve any math problems?"
Okay.
And the child says, "Yes, we did a lot of addition and subtraction."
So it seems like they're focusing on foundational math skills.
Yeah. Which makes sense for this age group.
But it makes you wonder, what does a lot really mean? Are they drilling kids on memorizing facts? Or are they helping them understand the concepts behind it?
Right. And are they using things like manipulatives or real world examples to make math more engaging?
Yeah, those are all good questions. What's next?
The parent asks, "Did you have fun in music class?" And the child says, "Yes, we got to play different instruments."
I love that. Music is more than just listening. It's about actually making music.
Exactly.
It makes me wonder, though, what kind of music are they learning about? Are they exposed to different genres, different cultures?
Yeah, and are they composing their own music? Or is it more about learning to play existing pieces?
So many possibilities. What happens next in the conversation?
The parent asks, "Did you participate in any group activities?" And the child says, "Yes, we worked in groups for a science experiment."
Ooh, so collaboration and hands-on learning are part of the science curriculum.
It seems that way.
I'm starting to get the feeling that this school really values experiential learning, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, but we have to be careful not to jump to conclusions based on just a few snippets of conversation.
That's true. We need more pieces of the puzzle. Let's see what else we can learn.
Okay, so the parent asks, "Did you remember to pack your sports uniform?" And the child replies, "Yes, I had it for gym class."
So physical education is a regular part of their day.
Yep.
But I wonder, what does that actually look like? Is it all about traditional sports and competition? Or do they have a broader approach to fitness and health?
Right. Like, is it a separate subject or is it integrated into other parts of the curriculum?
So many questions. This conversation is really making us think, isn't it?
It really is. It's like we're peeling back the layers of an onion.
What happens next?
Well, the parent asks, "Did you enjoy your lunch today?" And the child says, "Yes, I had my favorite sandwich."
That might seem like a simple comment, but it actually touches on something really important.
What's that?
Nutrition and well-being.
You're right. Like, what are the school's policies on healthy eating? Do they have a cafeteria or do kids bring their own lunches?
Yeah, and are there programs to address things like food insecurity or allergies?
It's all connected, isn't it?
I love how we're starting to connect these seemingly ordinary details to bigger societal issues and trends.
Me too. It's like we're building a puzzle piece by piece.
What else can we learn from this conversation?
Well, the parent then asks, "Did you finish your homework for tomorrow?"
Homework. The never-ending debate.
Right.
So what does the kid say?
The child says, "Yes, I completed it after school."
Okay, so they're getting their homework done, which suggests some level of independence and time management.
Yeah, for sure.
But it makes me wonder about the homework itself. Like, how much are they getting? And what kind of assignments are they doing?
Yeah. Is it just reinforcing what they learned in class? Or is it more like busy work?
Right. What's the school's philosophy on homework and its role in a child's development?
Exactly. Okay, so moving on, the parent asks, "Did you share your snack with anyone?"
Sharing. That's a big one.
It is.
So what does the child say?
"Yes, I shared it with my friend Sarah."
Ah, that's sweet. It sounds like an environment where they're encouraged to be kind and thoughtful.
For sure.
I wonder, though, does the school explicitly teach social emotional skills? Or is it more about creating a culture of sharing and respect?
That's a great question. A lot of schools are trying to figure that out these days.
Okay, what's the next question?
Did you remember to clean up your desk?
Cleaning up. Sounds kind of mundane, but I think it speaks to something bigger,
Like what?
like responsibility and how they manage the classroom.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So what does the kid say?
Okay.
The child replies, "Yes, I organized everything before leaving."
So they're keeping things tidy. That's good.
Yeah, and a well-organized classroom can really help kids focus and learn better.
Right. It also makes you wonder about discipline at the school. Is it about the teacher controlling everything? Or are the students encouraged to take ownership of their space?
It's an interesting thought. What else did they talk about?
Let's see.
The parent asks, "Did you have any questions for your teacher?"
Ooh, good question. I hope they did.
Me too.
What does the child say?
Yes, I asked about our next history lesson.
A curious mind. I love it.
It's a good sign.
It suggests that they feel comfortable asking questions and that the teacher is creating a space where inquiry is welcomed.
Yeah, a teacher who encourages curiosity can really make a huge difference in a child's life.
I totally agree.
Okay, what's next?
The parent asks, did you play any educational games on the computer?
Okay, so technology is coming into play.
Yeah.
What did the child say?
Yes, we had a spelling game during computer class.
So they're using technology, but it sounds like it's being used in a purposeful way. Exactly. It's not just about screen time for the sake of screen time.
Right. They're using it as a tool to learn.
Makes you wonder, though, about the school's overall approach to technology. Do they have a good digital literacy program?
Yeah, and are they teaching kids about online safety and responsible use of technology?
Those are important things to consider. What else did they talk about?
Okay.
The parent asks, Did you enjoy the school assembly?
Ooh, assemblies. I remember those.
Yeah, me too. They were always fun.
So what did this kid think?
They say, yes, we had a magician perform for us.
A magician. How cool is that?
Right.
Assemblies are a great way to expose kids to different things and to build the sense of community.
Yeah, for sure. But they can also be used to reinforce the school's values.
Oh, definitely. It's all about intentionality. What comes next?
Okay, so the parent asks, did you remember to pack your raincoat?
Oh, the practicalities of parenting. What do the kids say?
Yes, I had it in case it rained.
So they were prepared for anything.
It seems that way.
You know, it might seem like a small detail, but I think it speaks to the importance of responsibility and being prepared.
Yeah, are those values that the school actively teaches? Or are they more embedded in the culture?
It's a good question. What else do they talk about?
Okay, moving on, the parent asks, did you participate in any debates or discussions?
Ooh, debates. Now we're talking about critical thinking and civic engagement.
Right. I'm curious to hear what this child has to say.
Me too. So what was the topic?
The child says, yes, we had a class debate about recycling.
Recycling. That's such a relevant topic for kids today.
It is.
It sounds like the school is making an effort to incorporate environmental awareness into the curriculum.
Definitely. And it also shows that they're teaching kids how to have respectful discussions and consider different viewpoints.
Yeah, that's so important. What's next?
The parent asks, did you remember to bring your permission slip?
Permission slips. The bane of every parent's existence.
Right.
What did the child say?
Yes, I gave to my teacher this morning.
So they're on top of things.
It seems so.
You know, those permission slips might seem like a small thing, but I think they represent something bigger.
What's that?
Like the school's responsibility to communicate with parents and to get their consent for different activities.
That's a good point. Okay, moving on. The parent asks, did you have a chance to use the playground?
Playgrounds. Essential for childhood.
They are.
So did they get to play?
Yes, we played on the swings during recess.
Swings, classic.
Playgrounds are so important for kids to develop their physical skill, their social skills, and their creativity.
I couldn't agree more. Okay, what's next?
Did you remember to return your library book?
Another important responsibility.
It is.
So did they return it?
Yes, I returned it before leaving school.
Good for them. It sounds like the school's instilling a sense of respect for shared resources.
Definitely. And it also highlights the importance of routines and procedures in a well-run classroom.
I see your point.
Yeah.
What else did they talk about?
The parent asks, did you have any art projects to take home?
Ooh, I love this question. It's all about connecting school and home.
Right. So what did the child say?
Oh.
Yes, I brought home a painting I made.
Oh, that's adorable. It sounds like they're really encouraging creativity and self-expression.
Yeah, and it's not just about the finished product. It's about the joy of creating something.
I love that. What's next?
Did you help organize any classroom materials?
Interesting question. I wonder what they did.
Me too. It gives us a peek into how the classroom runs.
So what did the child say?
Yes, I helped arrange the bookshelves.
Organizing the bookshelves. That's helpful.
It is.
Makes you wonder, though, is this a regular thing? Or was it a special task?
Yeah, and how does the school approach student leadership and responsibility?
Good questions. What else do they talk about?
The parent asks, did you participate in any science experiments?
Science experiments, always a favorite.
They are fun.
What kind of experiment did they do?
They say, yes, we did an experiment with plants.
Plants. That's cool.
It is. It sounds like they're taking a hands-on approach to learning about the natural world.
Totally. Makes you wonder if they have a school garden or if they're doing other things to teach kids about the environment.
What a great idea. Okay, next question.
Okay.
Did you remember to bring your lunchbox home?
The lunchbox.
Yeah.
Another source of parental stress.
So true. So did they bring it home?
Well,
The child says, yes, I brought it home and emptied it.
good job. Responsibility points for that.
For sure.
You know, it might seem like a small thing, but it shows that they're learning good habits and routines.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on. The parent asks, did you have any physical education games?
PE games. What did they play?
Yes, we played dodgeball in gym class.
Dodgeball. A classic.
It is a classic.
It's a great game for physical activity and teamwork, but it can also be a bit controversial.
How so?
Well, some schools have banned it because of safety concerns or worries about kids feeling excluded.
I can see that.
It would be interesting to know more about the school's philosophy on PE
Yeah.
and how they balance those different perspectives.
I agree. What did they talk about next?
Okay.
Did you help a classmate with their work?
Oh, that's great. Peer support is such an important skill.
It really is. It encourages empathy and collaboration and builds a sense of community.
Absolutely. So did they help anyone?
The child says, yes, I helped my friend with a math problem.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds like a classroom where kids feel comfortable helping each other.
Hey, definitely. And where collaboration is valued.
Okay, what's next?
The parent asks, did you enjoy the story your teacher read aloud?
Story time. One of the best parts of elementary school.
So true. What did the child say?
Let's see.
They say, yes, it was a funny and interesting story.
I love that. A good story can really capture a child's imagination and make them love reading.
It's all about the teacher picking the right books and bringing the story to life.
Absolutely. Okay, what's next?
Did you remember to turn in your permission slip?
The permission slip again. Makes you wonder if the parent is a little worried about it.
Maybe so. Or maybe the child has a history of forgetting things.
That's true. So did they turn it in?
Yes, I gave it to my teacher this afternoon.
Okay, good. Crisis averted.
Yeah. Did you have any group projects to work on?
Group projects. They can be tough, but also really rewarding.
Yeah, they teach you a lot about working with others.
So what did the child say?
Yes, we worked on a group presentation in social studies.
A presentation. Wow, that's impressive.
It is. It shows that they're learning to work together and also how to speak in front of others.
Public speaking is such an important skill.
Totally. Okay, what's next? Did you remember to bring your water bottle home?
Hydration. So important.
Especially for kids who are running around all day.
So did they bring it?
Yes, I brought it home and refilled it.
Good. Sounds like healthy habits are being encouraged.
For sure. Okay, this next question is interesting. Did you have any special guests at school today?
Ooh, a special guest. I wonder who it was.
Me too.
What did the child say?
Yes, we had a police officer visit our class.
A police officer. That's cool.
It is. It shows that the school is trying to connect with the community and expose kids to different careers.
Makes you wonder, though, what was the context of the visit?
Like, was it a safety program? Or a career day? Or just a chance to build positive relationships with law enforcement?
Those are all great questions. What else did they talk about?
Okay, moving on, the parent asks, did you remember to pack a snack for after school?
After school snacks. Fuel for growing bodies and minds.
Right, what did they pack?
Okay.
Yes, I had an apple in my bag.
An apple. A classic healthy choice.
It is. Sounds like they're learning about healthy eating both at school and at home.
Absolutely. What's next?
Did you enjoy your time in the school garden?
A school garden. That's fantastic.
It is. It's a great way to connect kids to nature and teach them about sustainability.
What did they do in the garden?
They say, yes, we planted flowers and vegetables.
Oh, that's awesome. It's a hands-on way to learn about the natural world and the importance of taking care of our planet.
Right. Makes you wonder if they use the garden in other parts of the curriculum, like science or math.
Yeah, or even art. What a great idea.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what else did they talk about?
The parent asks, did you participate in any spelling bees?
Spelling bees. They can be so nerve-wracking.
They can, but they're also a great way to encourage literacy and a little bit of healthy competition.
So did they compete?
Yes, I competed in the class spelling bee.
That's awesome. It sounds like the school is encouraging kids to challenge themselves and try new things.
Definitely, and it shows that they value language skills.
Okay, what's next?
Did you remember to return your sports equipment?
Ah, yes, the dreaded sports equipment. Another potential source of parental stress.
Right. So did they return it?
Let's see.
Yes, I returned the basketball to the gym.
Another responsibility point for this kid.
They're on a roll.
It might seem small, but it shows that they're learning about respect for shared property and developing good habits.
Absolutely. What else did they talk about? The parent asked, did you have any computer programming activities?
Computer programming. That's a valuable skill these days.
It really is.
So were they learning to code?
Yes, we learned how to code a simple game, they say.
Coding a game. That's so cool.
It is. It shows that the school is incorporating STEM education in a creative way.
Yeah, and they're preparing kids for the future.
So many jobs these days require coding skills.
That's a great point. What's next?
Did you enjoy your time in the school library?
Ah, the library. A magical place.
It is. So did they enjoy it?
What did they say?
They reply, yes, I found a new book series to read.
A new book series? I love that.
Yeah.
Sounds like the library is well stocked.
Yeah.
And they're encouraging a love of reading.
Absolutely. And it's important for kids to have access to a wide variety of books and authors.
Totally. Okay, what's next?
Did you remember to bring your physics textbook?
Physics. That's pretty advanced for elementary school.
It is.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if they're challenging their students and exposing them to higher level concepts.
Did they have the textbook?
Yes, I had it for our science lesson.
So it sounds like they're integrating physics into the science curriculum.
Yeah. It would be interesting to know more about their approach to STEM education.
I agree. Okay, what else did they talk about?
Did you have any music performances at school?
Ooh, music performances. I always love those.
Me too. Did they have one?
What did the child say?
Yes, we had a choir concert in the auditorium.
A choir concert. That's lovely.
Yes.
It shows that they value music education and are giving kids a chance to perform.
And a choir is all about teamwork and collaboration.
That's a great point. What's next?
Did you remember to pack your swimwear for swim class?
Swim class. That's a great life skill.
It is, and a fun way to exercise.
Did they have their swimwear?
Yes, I had it in my gym bag, they say.
Awesome. It's great that the school is offering such a variety of physical activities.
It suggests a well-rounded approach to education.
I totally agree. It's not just about academics, it's about the whole child.
You know, we've really covered a lot of ground in this conversation.
We have. From dinosaurs to dodgeball to physics and swim class.
It sounds like this child is having a really well-rounded and engaging school experience.
I'm impressed. It's like we've been on a little tour of their school day.
And we did it all through this one conversation between a parent and their child.
It's amazing how much we can learn by paying attention to these everyday interactions.
It really is. So, what are your overall impressions of the school? What stands out to you?
Honestly, what strikes me most is just how much this kid seems to enjoy school.
I know, right?
Like they're genuinely excited about learning, and that's not something you see every day.
Yeah. It's really refreshing to hear a child talk about school with so much enthusiasm.
It makes me think, sometimes we get so caught up in all the debates about education.
The policies, the curriculum, all that.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, it's all about creating a place where kids feel safe and supported and inspired to learn.
That's it. When kids feel valued and respected, they can truly thrive.
Absolutely. And I think this conversation also shows the power of a well-rounded education.
Like, it's not just about academics, right?
No, it's about nurturing the whole child. Their mind, their body, their creativity, their social skills.
Everything.
I'm really impressed by how this school seems to be doing that.
I am too. They're providing so many different learning experiences.
Science experiments, computer programming, music, art.
It's amazing. They're really recognizing that kids learn in different ways.
And they're making learning fun, which is so important.
Totally. And I love how they're bringing in real-world experiences too, like the police officer visit and the school garden.
Oh, yeah, those are great examples.
It's all about making learning relevant to kids' lives.
You know, this conversation also made me think about how important parents are in their kids' education.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about the school. It's about the partnership between the school and the parents.
Right. From packing lunches to asking questions about their daytimes, parents are such a crucial part of the learning journey.
Couldn't agree more. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day chaos.
Oh, tell me about it.
But this conversation reminds us to slow down and really listen to our kids.
They have so much to teach us.
They do. And it's not just about their words. It's about paying attention to their behavior, their energy levels, their overall well-being.
Those are all important clues.
They are. They can tell us so much about what our kids need.
Well, this has been a truly fascinating deep dive.
It has. I've learned so much.
Me too. And as we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about.
Okay. I like it.
Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with learning, both as a child and as an adult. What were the moments that really stuck with you? What kind of environments helped you learn and grow? And how can we create more of those spaces for the next generation?
That's a great question to ponder.
It is. As we navigate the ever-changing world of education, let's remember to prioritize joy, curiosity, and a love of learning.
Beautifully said.
Thank you for listening to the Speak Smart podcast. And subscribe to my channel, like the hit button. We'll see you next time for another insightful deep dive.